Hey there, my dear friends. Welcome back to the channel, where we share tips, stories, and inspiration to live healthier, happier, and wiser as we embrace our golden years. I'm so glad you're here today, joining me for another heartfelt chat about how to make the most of life after 70. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our videos on senior health, healthy aging, and timeless wisdom. Today, we're diving into something really special. 5 hobbies that can keep you young at heart after 70. You know, as we get older, it's easy to think that life slows down or that we got to put fun and adventure on the back burner. But let me tell you something from the bottom of my heart. Age is just a number. Your spirit, your joy, and your curiosity don't have an expiration date. I've seen folks in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s living with such vibrancy, all because they found hobbies that light up their souls. And that's what we're talking about today. Hobbies that not only keep you active, but also keep your heart young, your mind sharp, and your spirit soaring. I'm speaking to you like a friend, maybe even like a doctor who's seen the incredible difference that passion and purpose can make in our lives. Whether you're watching from the US, the UK, or anywhere else in the world, these hobbies are universal. They're practical, they're fun, and they're perfect for us as we embrace this beautiful chapter of life. So, grab a cup of coffee, tea, or maybe a glass of water, whatever makes you feel cozy, and let's dive into these 5 hobbies that can truly transform the way you feel, think, and live after 70. Before we get started, let me share a quick story. A few years ago, I met a woman named Margaret at a community center. She was 78, and let me tell you, she had this glow about her, like she was in her 50s. I asked her, "Margaret, what's your secret?" She laughed and said, "I never stop playing. I found things I love to do, and they keep me young." That stuck with me, and it's the inspiration behind today's video. So, let's explore these hobbies together and find something that sparks joy for you. Hobby number 1. Gardening, nurturing life and your soul. Let's start with one of my absolute favorites. Gardening. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Gardening sounds like a lot of work. Bending over, digging in the dirt. But hear me out, because gardening is so much more than that. It's about nurturing life, connecting with nature, and finding peace in the simple act of planting a seed and watching it grow. And trust me, it's one of the most rewarding hobbies you can pick up after 70. Why is gardening so great for keeping you young at heart? First, it gets you moving. Whether you're watering plants, pulling a few weeds, or planting flowers, you're staying active without even realizing it. Studies show that light physical activity like gardening can improve heart health, reduce stress, and even help with joint flexibility. Plus, being outdoors in the fresh air and sunlight boosts your vitamin D levels, which is so important for strong bones and a healthy immune system. But it's not just about the physical benefits. Gardening is like therapy for your soul. There's something magical about digging your hands into the soil, feeling connected to the earth, and watching a tiny seedling turn into a blooming flower or a ripe tomato. It's a reminder that life is always growing, always changing. And so are you. I've heard from so many folks in their 70s and beyond who say that gardening gives them a sense of purpose. They look forward to checking on their plants every morning, and it brings them joy to share their homegrown veggies or flowers with neighbors and friends. Now, if you're thinking, "I don't have a big yard," don't worry. You can garden in small spaces. Think raised garden beds, container gardens on patio, or even vertical gardens if you're in an apartment. Herbs like basil or mint are super easy to grow on a windowsill. And if mobility is a concern, there are adaptive gardening tools like long-handled trowels or elevated planters that make it easy to garden without straining your back or knees. Here's a quick tip to get started. Begin small. Pick 1 or 2 plants that you love, maybe some colorful marigolds or a cherry tomato plant. Visit your local garden center, chat with the staff, and let them guide you. You'll be amazed at how quickly you fall in love with this hobby. And who knows? You might even start swapping gardening tips with your grandkids or hosting a little garden party to show off your roses. Gardening isn't just about growing plants. It's about growing joy, growing connections, and growing a sense of wonder. It's a hobby that keeps your heart young by reminding you that life is full of new beginnings, no matter your age. Hobby number 2, dancing, moving to the rhythm of life. All right, let's turn up the music for our second hobby, dancing. Oh, I can already hear some of you saying, dancing? At my age? No way. But trust me, dancing is one of the most fun, uplifting, and youthful hobbies you can try. Whether it's ballroom dancing, line dancing, or just swaying to your favorite tunes in your living room, dancing is a celebration of movement, music, and connection. Why does dancing keep you young at heart? For starters, it's fantastic for your body. Dancing improves balance, coordination, and cardiovascular health. A study from the National Institute of Health found that regular dancing can reduce the risk of falls in older adults and even improve cognitive function. That's right, dancing is like a workout for your brain and your body. Plus, it's low impact, so it's gentle on your joints. But let's talk about the real magic of dancing. It's pure joy. When you're moving to a great song, maybe some classic Frank Sinatra, a lively country tune, or even a bit of disco, you can't help but smile. Dancing releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your mood and reduce stress. And if you dance with a partner or in a group, it's a chance to connect with others, share laughs, and make new friends. I've seen dance classes at senior centers turn strangers into lifelong buddies, all because they bonded over learning the cha-cha or the two-step. One of my favorite stories is about a gentleman named Tom who started taking ballroom dance lessons at 72 after his wife passed away. He was nervous at first, but he told me that dancing brought him back to life. It gave him confidence, a sense of community, and a reason to get out of the house. Now at 80, he's leading dance classes and teaching younger folks how to waltz. That's the power of dancing. It doesn't just keep you young. It makes you feel alive. You don't need to be a pro to start dancing. Check out local community centers, senior centers, or even online classes on YouTube. There are beginner-friendly classes for every style. Swing, salsa, tap, you name it. Or, if you're feeling shy, just put on some music at home and dance like nobody's watching. Invite your spouse, your kids, or your grandkids to join you for a family dance party. The key is to have fun and let the music move you. Dancing is a reminder that life is a rhythm, and you're never too old to join the beat. So, put on those dancing shoes or go barefoot if you want, and let's keep that heart young and free. Hobby number 3, painting or drawing, unleashing your inner artist. Next up, let's talk about a hobby that's all about creativity, painting or drawing. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, I'm not artistic, but here's the thing. You don't have to be Picasso to enjoy this hobby. Painting and drawing are about expressing yourself, exploring your imagination, and finding beauty in the world around you. And let me tell you, it's one of the most rejuvenating hobbies for folks over 70. Why is this hobby so great? For one, it's incredibly calming. When you're focused on blending colors or sketching a scene, your worries just melt away. Research shows that creative activities like painting can reduce anxiety, improve mood, and even help with memory. It's like meditation with a paintbrush. Plus, it's something you can do at your own pace, whether you're sitting at a table or relaxing in your favorite chair. Painting and drawing also give you a sense of accomplishment. There's nothing like finishing a piece and thinking, wow, I made that. Whether it's a watercolor landscape, a charcoal sketch of your grandkids, or an abstract piece full of vibrant colors, your artwork is a reflection of your unique perspective. And that's something to be proud of. I love hearing stories from folks who picked up painting later in life. One woman, Susan, started painting at 75 after joining a local art class. She was nervous at first, but she discovered a love for watercolors. Now, she paints cards for her friends and family, and her home is filled with her beautiful creations. She says painting makes her feel like a kid again, full of curiosity and wonder. Getting started is easy. You don't need fancy supplies, just some basic paints, brushes, and paper to begin. Acrylics are great for beginners because they're versatile and easy to clean up. If you prefer drawing, try pencils or colored pencils for a low-cost option. Check out local art classes at community centers or libraries, or follow along with free tutorials on YouTube. Bob Ross, anyone? His soothing voice and happy little trees are perfect for beginners. And here's a fun idea. Try painting or drawing with your grandkids. It's a wonderful way to bond, share stories, and create memories together. You might even discover a hidden talent you never knew you had. Painting and drawing are about more than creating art. They're about rediscovering your creativity and seeing the world through fresh, youthful eyes. So, grab a brush, let your imagination run wild, and let's keep that heart young and colorful. Hobby number 4, volunteering. Giving back and gaining joy. Our 4th hobby is one that's close to my heart, volunteering. Now, this might not sound like a hobby in traditional sense, but trust me, giving back to your community is one of the most fulfilling and youthful things you can do after 70. It's about sharing your wisdom, your time, and your kindness. And in return, you get a sense of purpose that lights up your life. Why does volunteering keep you young at heart? For one, it keeps you connected. As we age, it's easy to feel isolated, especially if you're retired or living far from family. Volunteering gets you out of the house, meeting new people, and building relationships. Whether you're helping a food bank, reading to kids at a library, or mentoring younger folks, you're part of something bigger than yourself. And that feels amazing. Volunteering is also great for your health. Studies show that people who volunteer regularly have lower stress levels, better mental health, and even a lower risk of chronic diseases. It's like a workout for your soul. Plus, it keeps your mind sharp as you learn new skills, solve problems, and stay engaged with the world around you. One of my favorite stories is about a man named Robert who started volunteering at a local animal shelter at 71. He'd always loved dogs, but never had the chance to work with them. He began walking dogs and helping with adoption events, and he says it's the best thing he's ever done. Not only did he find a new passion, but he also adopted a sweet little pup who keeps him active and smiling every day. There are so many ways to volunteer, no matter your interests or abilities. Love kids? Tutor at a school or help with after-school programs. Passionate about the environment? Join a community garden or cleanup crew. If mobility is an issue, you can volunteer from home. Think writing letters for charities, making phone calls, or even knitting blankets for shelters. Check out organizations like AARP, Volunteer Match, or your local senior center to find opportunities near you. And here's the beautiful thing about volunteering. It's a two-way street. You give your time and love, but you get back so much more: new friendships, a sense of purpose, and the joy of knowing you're making a difference. It's a hobby that reminds you that your wisdom and experience are invaluable no matter your age. Hobby number 5, learning a musical instrument, striking a new chord. Last but not least, let's talk about a hobby that's pure magic. Learning a musical instrument, whether it's strumming a guitar, tickling the ivories on a piano, or even picking up a ukulele. Playing music is a fantastic way to keep your heart young and your mind sharp after 70. And don't worry if you've never played a note in your life. This is the perfect time to start. Why is learning an instrument so great? For one, it's a workout for your brain. Music engages multiple parts of your brain at once: memory, coordination, creativity. Studies show that playing an instrument can improve cognitive function and even delay age-related memory decline. It's like a puzzle that's fun to solve. Plus, it's great for your hands, improving dexterity and strength. But the real gift of music is how it makes you feel. There's nothing like playing a song you love and feeling that sense of accomplishment. Music lifts your spirits, brings back memories, and connects you to others. I've seen folks in their 70s join community bands or sing-alongs, and the joy on their faces is contagious. It's like they're kids again, discovering something new and exciting. One woman, Linda, decided to learn the ukulele at 73. She'd always loved music, but never had the time to play. She took a beginner class at her local music store and fell in love. Now, she plays at family gatherings, and her grandkids think she's the coolest grandma ever. She says the ukulele is easy to learn, portable, and just plain fun. If you're wondering where to start, I recommend something simple like the ukulele or keyboard. Both are beginner-friendly and don't require a big investment. You can find affordable instruments online or at music stores, and there are tons of free lessons on YouTube or apps like Musician. If you prefer in-person learning, check out community colleges, senior centers, or music schools for group classes. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Learning is all about having fun and trying something new. Playing music is a reminder that life is a song and you're never too old to learn a new tune. So, pick up that instrument, let your heart sing, and let's keep the music alive. Well, my friends, there you have it. 5 incredible hobbies that can keep you young at heart after 70. Gardening, dancing, painting or drawing, volunteering, and learning a musical instrument. Each one is a doorway to joy, connection, and purpose. They remind us that life doesn't stop at 70. It's just getting started. You have so much wisdom, so much love, and so much life to share, and these hobbies are a beautiful way to do it. I hope this video has inspired you to try something new or rediscover a passion you've set aside. Maybe you'll plant a garden and watch it bloom, dance to your favorite song, create a masterpiece, give back to your community, or play a tune that makes your heart sing. Whatever you choose, know that you're not just keeping your heart young. You're inspiring everyone around you to live with joy and courage. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. What hobbies keep you young at heart? Are you a gardener, a dancer, an artist, a volunteer, or maybe a musician? Share your stories in the comments below. I read every single one, and they mean the world to me. And if you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe so we can keep this journey going together. As always, thank you for being part of this community. You're not just viewers, you're family. Keep shining, keep growing, and keep living with a young heart. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and God bless.